Hey there! Welcome to the YouTube channel for Dole of Wishes and Castle Dreams. We're so glad you could join us today. If you've been here for a while and you enjoy our content, I hope you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our videos. If you haven't hit it already, if you're new here, please take a look around. We've got some great stuff for you on here. Things like Disney copycat recipe videos to show you how to make all those delicious treats and eats that you can get in the park. And we've also got some really killer Disney craft videos, and along with our tips and tricks video series, which is what today's video will be. We've got some great tips and tricks coming at you for visiting Disney. I'm super excited. Our Fastpass window is coming up really quick, so I thought I would do a video with some tips and tricks for using the Fastpass Plus system at Disney World. We're almost up to our window. Super excited to make those reservations. Don't even mind that I have to get up at 4 in the morning to do it, even though I am not a morning person at all. I am that excited about it. So I thought it would be good to do this video now for all of you, so just to help you to prepare for your trip so you can make the most of your Fastpass reservations. Really quick, I just wanted to talk about what a Fastpass is, because some of you might not know. There are two kinds of lines at Disney: the standby line and the Fastpass line. And like it sounds, the Fastpass means that you are going to get through the line faster. There are less people and it goes a lot quicker than the standby line. And so whenever possible, you want to get those fast passes. It is a love-hate relationship, because when you have the fast passes, you absolutely love them, and when you're in the standby line, you absolutely hate them. So it's a love-hate relationship, right? But we do recommend getting them whenever possible, because it will save you a lot of time waiting in line. You might have heard me mention the Fastpass window. What this is the time before your trip where you'll be able to plan and book your fast passes. Now, if you are not staying at a Disney hotel, you can book it 30 days prior to when you will be at the park that you want to book your fast passes for. So say you're going to the Magic Kingdom on September 17th. So you would be able to book your fast passes for the Magic Kingdom 30 days prior to that. Now, if you're staying on site, which is at a Disney hotel, you will be able to book your fast passes 60 days in advance from the day you check in. So you won't have to wait to each day, 60 days to each day of your trip for all the parks that you're going to. It's from when you check in, which is a really huge bonus for staying on property, and which is why we recommend it. If you can swing it, you should definitely stay at a Disney park hotel. Okay, so you've got your window. That's your window, 60 or 30 days. And you can make 3 fast passes per day. And that's got to be in the same park. So you can't do 1 at Magic Kingdom and then 2 at Animal Kingdom all at once. You can make up to 3 at once, and then you have to use those 3 before you can get more fast passes. Now, what you can do is you can make all 3 at, say, Magic Kingdom, and you do all those 3, and then you plan on going to Animal Kingdom a little bit later. Once you use those 3, then you'd be able to book them at another park. But you just can't do 3 at a time in different parks. Does that make sense? All at one park? You got it. You guys are smart, right? Some of the rides will use what they call their tier system. Now, not the Tears You Cry, but like the tier level kind. And what this means is the most popular rides will be the tier 1 rides. And then the lesser popular rides will be the tier 2 rides. And then there's rides that you really don't need fast passes for. And so we highly recommend not getting fast passes for any of those. Things like the Treehouse, the Swiss Family Robin Treehouse, you don't need a fast pass for that. People Mover, like that kind of stuff, which are great, and we always visit because we love them so much, but you don't need fast passes for those. So the tier 1 and the tier 2, those are your like go-to rides that you're going to want to try and get your fast passes for. Now, you don't have to use tier 1, but most people do, because like I said, those are the most popular rides, and you can only have 1 tier 1 ride at a time. So out of your 3 fast passes, only one of those can be tier 1, which is kind of a bummer and hard. It makes it really hard to choose sometimes, but you will have to do that. So kind of look at your schedule, look at what rides you absolutely have to ride, and then look at what tier those rides will be on, so you know which one to go for first. Again, they book up really fast, and that's why having that 60-day window instead of the 30-day window is so great, because you're kind of getting a jump start on all the people that have to wait till the 30 days, because they fill up pretty quick. Some tips for getting the most out of your fast passes. What you're going to want to do is remember that if you are rope dropping, which means you are there when they drop the rope to let people into the parks, or maybe you've got a dining reservation that gets you into the park early, also a great thing to do if you can swing it. But if you're there for rope drop, you can usually get on at least one ride right away, and so you don't want to book your fast pass for that time slot. You want to do it as early as possible after that, though. And the reason for this is because if you remember, I said earlier, once you use all 3 of those fast passes, you can book more fast passes if there are some available. So you want to get those 3 kind of in the morning if you can, so that you can use them up. Another tip that I like to tell people about is try not to book them during meal times, because the lines tend to be lower then anyways, because everybody's eating. So I recommend, if you can, maybe eat early or late and then try and get on those rides while everybody else is eating. And this also goes for parades or shows. If there's a parade going on and you're like, I could take it or leave it. Like, go to the rides then, because everybody else is going to be at the parade and the line's going to be a lot shorter. So you want to make the most out of your fast passes. Use them quickly and use them at a time when the crowds are most likely to be at their highest and the lines most likely to be at their longest, because that's when you're really going to save the most time. When you book your fast pass, it'll give you a window of time for when you should come to the ride and enter the fast pass line. Now you can, obviously you want to get in there in that time frame, but there are some grace periods, and I just wanted to share those with you because sometimes those have really helped us. You can go up to 5 minutes prior to the start time on your fast pass. They'll give you that grace period, and also up to 15 minutes after whatever that time slot is. They will let you still enter the fast pass line. So that, I can't tell you how many times those grace periods have saved us. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. Another tip is to plan yours by tier and also by location, because you don't want to get one fast pass that's on one side of the park versus the next fast pass that's super close, then it's on the complete opposite side of the park. Especially like Magic Kingdom is huge, and walking from one side of it to the other takes a while, and you don't want to have to rush just to get between those two. So really kind of take it all in and plan that. Make sure that you're not planning 2 fast passes that are on complete opposite ends of the park. Another tip is to use this guy right here. Your phone will be your best friend when you go to the parks if you download the My Disney Experience app. This app will give you wait times for all the rides in the park. So especially when you are it'll give you an idea of which rides are super popular by the longest wait time. So if you're curious about which rides you'll need FastPass for, that's a great way to find out. But also, once you've used all of your FastPasses, you can really see like what the wait times are. So you can try and get FastPasses for the longest wait time rides that you want to ride. Another tip I wanted to share was that you can also use fast passes for some shows and for some priority seating at things like the fireworks. You might not realize that you can do that, but that is another way you can use your fast passes. We usually don't recommend doing that just because you'll want to use them mostly on rides. But say you ran out of rides that you want to do and there's a show you really want to see, go for it. You can absolutely use your FastPass for that. Another great thing about Fastpass Plus is that you no longer have to go to a kiosk to get them, and you no longer have to carry around slips of paper with your fast passes. They are now all connected to your Magic Bands. Ta-da! It's so nice not to have to keep track of all that. That is on there, and you'll just have to tap that to the little Mickey sphere before you get on the ride. It makes it super easy and so much fun. We love the little green ding, green glowing orb and the ding that comes whenever we get to tap for our fast passes. It's just a lot of fun. And finally, I didn't want to leave without telling you just a little, I don't know, troubleshooting kind of thing maybe. Like I said, a lot of the fast passes book up and they book up pretty far in advance. So if you go on there, I can't tell you how many times I haven't been able to get a fast pass for a ride we really wanted to do. So there is something you can do if that happens. It doesn't always work, but it's worth a try if you don't mind putting in the work, I guess. And that is to keep checking back, especially as you're closer and closer to your trip, because people cancel these all the time. And sometimes Disney opens up more sections or time slots, I should say, for fast passes the closer you get. So especially if you book on the 60-day window, check back again on the 30-day because they might open up some more for people that are doing them then. And also, especially when you're in the park, be checking as well as the days leading up to your stay and your trip there. Because a lot of times we've gotten snagged some pretty good fast passes just by checking back often. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips and tricks. I hope you found this useful. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments, or you can email us at dolewhipandcastle@gmail.com. Again, we just love hearing from you. So whatever's on your mind, you let us know. We love to hear from you. And again, if you enjoy our content, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you a part of our YouTube family. And also, you're going to want to tap that bell because we've got so many great videos, a new one each week. A lot of times we do bonus ones on the weekends as well. So hit that bell button so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we hope to see you real soon.